Ho, ho, ho! Happy Friday, Fiber Friends! Today is December 19th, and apologies, it's been, life has been happening, and I have not had any time, nor made the time, to do any podcasting this past week, month and a half or so. I think my last podcast was at the end of November, is that correct? Yes. So, just a quick little update. My name is Lynn. I am the dyer behind Chicken Lady Fiber Arts, and you can find me at chickenladyfiberarts.com or on Instagram as Chicken Lady Fiber Arts, or over on Telegram as Chicken Lady Fiber Arts, and you already know about YouTube. I think I'm also on Facebook, Chicken Lady Fiber Arts. I'm all over the place, in mind and in spirit. So I have some finishes to show you. These are called the Point Edwards mitts. They are fingerless, but they have this extra little flap that you can fold down when you want to do some things on the computer. I made these because, and this is a free pattern over on the Ravs, I made these, I kept one thumb closed up, because in the morning when I'm working in my office, my hands get very cold, but I can just kind of type a little bit and move the little mouse ball thing around and my hands stay warm. So that's what these are for. These are, I wanted one thumb kind of closed up and one thumb to text, as you know. And these are in a colorway called Phoenix. This is a DK weight yarn, and last year, oh, I had this one upside down. This year, but way back in January, Holly from Mystery Mouse Yarn & Co. and I swapped some yarns, and this is the one I wanted. And Holly, I'm sorry, I can't even remember the one that you swapped me for, but I finally used Holly's yarn. It's a delicious DK. This is a twisted rib, stockinette twisted rib. Very easy pattern. Super fun. Point Edwards mitts. Point Edwards mitts. I'll put the link down below. Okay, second thing that I have finished is, I'm just going to show you a big picture right here. This is my moss stitch blanket, and I made this all out of DK scraps, and I sat at the computer, and as I was watching some podcasts go by, I would crochet on this. So that is my nice little new blanket that I have. And that's all the finished objects I have. I am working on my daughter's Minecraft blanket. Here is a picture. And I'm also working on some 2 at a time toe up socks, which I'm not going to show you because I am using the large skein from my Advent kit. I dyed up an extra one for myself. So Advent kits, oh my gosh, all of the Advent kits have been received, and I have been enjoying so much. You know, I dyed some of these colorways 6-7 months ago, and I've been enjoying revisiting them as people open up their Advent kits. Shauna Stitches, Kinda Loopy, The Random Life of Katie, Sherry, I can't remember your username, Sherry, on the Instagram. Those 4 people have been showing my Advent colorways every day. And then, of course, if you follow Politically Incorrect Knitters over on the YouTubes, they have been doing a vlogmas every single day. A vlogmas is where you do a video blog, and they've been doing it the past 19 days. They're killing it. Oh my gosh. They have been so consistent, and they've been opening up mine. They've been opening up Holly from Mystery Mouse Yarns, And then Anne, oh my gosh, Anne's mother, we call her Mama Pink. Anne's mother got her this little Advent kit that is little books, classic books, and they're little mini ones, but AI must have gotten a hold of trying to translate some of the names of some of the authors' names, and they are just flippin' hilarious. Oh my gosh, that's been the funniest thing. And then she has an advent calendar of jam. Now, I have to say, in my 39 years of living, I've never received an advent as a gift. I've traded, I've purchased advents, but I've never been given one. This year, Anne and DK of the Politically Incorrect Knitters gifted to me this advent. And if you haven't seen this over on Politically Incorrect Knitters, this is hilarious. This is 24 days. This is by Bon Maman. I think you could get it off of Amazon. But look at this packaging. I mean, wonderful packaging. Behind every box is a little pithy saying. I'm going to open up number 19. Today's is a time for magic. Okay, some other ones are may your wishes come true, joy to all, shine bright, deck the halls. I mean, funny. Okay, and then inside of every little box is a little glass jar of jam. This one is mandarin spread. These are delightful. 1 ounce of jam. It's a jammin' good time. And of course, I'm saving all of the little jars. My daughter and I have been just having a blast saying, ooh, I like this one. Ooh, I don't like that one. My favorite so far has been the caramel vanilla bean. That was delicious. My least favorite was the coffee flavored one. I like coffee. I have some right here in my mug. I like coffee to drink. I like it as a flavor for ice cream. I don't think I want it in my jam though. Okay, I dropped a little box, sorry. Yes, I'm saving all of this stuff. Why? I don't know. Maybe I'll send it to somebody. The other thing that's fun is the little pictures on here all correspond with little pictures on the packaging. So, I mean, if you're into that Where's Waldo, seek and find kind of stuff, that's fun. And then they have the ingredients, and oh, it was milk caramel with coffee. Wasn't a fan. That's what it was. But Anne and DK loved this. This is such a fun Advent. I've seen Advents. I know that Pro-Life Knitter did an Advent this year with stitch stoppers, and those, the proceeds from that went to help the babies. Okay, so I talked about, I have my little list of things. Acquisitions. I have some things that I actually purchased. Now you know that I'm a little bit of a skinflint. I don't buy a lot of stuff because I am trying to downsize. But I did purchase another one of these. It's by Twice Sheared Sheep. I love these things. And it's a little dilly-doo that you put your yarn on, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, I got the one with a sunflower, and I got out my little paint set, my little watercolor paints, and I painted the sunflower. so that it wasn't just, you know, ink on chipboard. So I did that, and then I sprayed it with a little bit of hairspray because I don't have any spray gloss stuff, polyurethane. So I just sprayed it with some hairspray to kind of protect it a little bit. Anyhow, I purchased another one of these, and at the trunk show, I purchased the trunk show that was put on by Politically Incorrect Knitters. I purchased a bag because I just need another one. I purchased the peppermint stick and gingerbread and candy canes and all of that stuff bag from Delightful Works. And she is on Etsy. She is a tremendous sewer. This is canvas on the inside, canvas on the outside, and a very sturdy web handle. I always pin some extra stitch markers on the handles of my bags so that I always have a stitch marker. This is her tag, Delightful Works, and on the back, Proverbs 31:13. She works with flax and wool with her hands or something like that. And then she included a little present for me. It's a kitty cat tape measure, and you push its little you push a little button on the back. I was going to say you push its little button. So, isn't that cute? Thank you, Susan of Delightful Works. So, I purchased this, and what I put in it, I put in this one and the other one that I have for my 2 at a time socks. They fit very nicely in there. That's all the acquisitions. New in the shop, I put together some hat kits. Now, I gotta tell you, these hat kits, I have people asking me are you gonna do this one? Are you gonna do this one? Folks, these take some time. And along with your sweater quantities of yarns that you're purchasing that I'm dyeing up fresh for you, and along with making all the other things for you, these are time intensive. It's not that you have to buy 4 balls of yarn. I dye them up, I measure them out, so all you have to do is have the pattern, $5 on knittingthenationalparks.com. I think Nancy Bates wrote all of these patterns. I dye them up, wind them up for you. All you need are needles, notions, and the pattern. So I have the Hawaii volcanoes. That's new in the shop. And I have redwoods. There's the redwood trees of California. And then the Grand Tetons. And there you go. There's the little colors. And you've got enough to do all those little French knots for the flaflus if you want. Okay, so that's new. And then the last one I wanted to show you was the twinsies. I think I showed these on the trunk show for Politically Incorrect Knitters. I cannot remember. This is called Forest Floor. What I do is I dye up a double knit sock blank, and then I wind all the yarn together. And this is for those of you, I don't want to get this too tangly wangly. So all you have to do is put one on one needle and another on the other needle so that you have twinsies and your socks will turn out almost alike. I'm not going to say they're 100% alike, but I'm going to say about 90% alike. So you'll have matchy-matchy. This is called Forest Floor. These are a 75 superwash merino 25 nylon, which is typical for sock yarn. And then of course, I have one that's kind of rainbowy. Oh, I called it Goth Rainbow. I forgot what I called it. There it is. So those are new in shop. Okay. Oh, I wanted to show this to you. I did take one of those empty Bon Maman jars and I put in some whipped tallow for my hands because my hands get very dry. I buy the tallow at our local butcher shop and melt it down and whip it and put it in the jars. And then I put it on my face and I put it all over, and very nice, no chemicals. And that's what I like. The tallow is already rendered for me. I mean, that's just perfect, right? I'm trying to think what else is new. I don't think anything else is new. Oh, I stand corrected. Two things, yeah. Last week, my husband and I celebrated 30 years. His love language is acts of service. So I did a bunch of stuff around the house. And then I left in the evening with our daughter and we went to go see Home Free. If y'all don't know who Home Free is, look them up. They were on a TV show called Sing Off back in, I can't remember when, maybe 10 years ago. And they're an a cappella group, all guys, and they sing a lot of country. I mean, they did some Johnny Cash, which was nice. They did some Christmas carols and they did some sea shanties, which is our favorite. So we enjoyed it. We were sitting up in the mezzanine and we noticed that there were a bunch of seats that were empty down in front. So we ran down there and sat like in the third row. I mean, after the show had started and nobody else was coming in. So we went down and filled up those seats. We had a blast. So that's what we did for our 30th anniversary. We do have, my husband and I have a little concert that we're going to go to in August. So to celebrate, and daughter's not invited. So that is what's new with us. What is new with you? Tell me below. Next week is Christmas. We're almost finished with Hanukkah. May you have a beautiful Mass of Christ next Thursday. And may all of our prayers be answered. Thank you for watching, friends. I'll chat with you later. Bye-bye.